What's up, guys? Bottai Pigs for Life here, and today we are here to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of the channel. Man, I cannot believe that it has been 3 entire years since I have uploaded my first ever video, and let's just say that over those past 3 years, those videos have come a long way from when we first started. So now, in order to celebrate, I decided to take a look back in some of my older Jurassic World Evolution 2 parks, you know, since you guys love it when I upload Jurassic World Evolution 2 videos. And so now you guys have probably noticed that with Planet Zoo, whenever like a new animal is added, I make like formal update videos of zoos that we have completed in the past, but I don't really do that for Jurassic World Evolution 2. So because of that, what we're going to do is we're just going to take today to look back at some of the past SANDBOX parks that we have seen and that we have worked on. So, yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start with the parks that have made the least amount of changes and go to the parks that have made the most amount of changes. So I think that it's fitting to start with the JP San Diego. So now, originally, I decided to do the Lost World Chaos Theory, and that was called Recreating Hammond's Dream, specifically Season 2. Season 1 was the original Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar, but then I decided to completely revamp Jurassic Park San Diego, but without any of the Chaos Theory constructions. So I didn't really do a building series for this park, but rather I built it off camera and I did a sort of park tour for the 2-year anniversary of Jurassic World Evolution 2. So now, as you can see, not much has changed. This is the Therizinosaurus enclosure. We're not going to do any formal tours, by the way, in this video, but instead we're just going to do, like, quick flybys. So, yeah, so you walk in, you've got some Permian species to the, left. So we've got Lystrosaurus in here, and we've got the Dimetrodon in here. This is more of, like, a wetland enclosure. And then to your right, we've got, the Namek formation, so we've got a Kilobator right in here. We've got Therizinosaurus, we've got Mononychus, and we've got Oviraptor. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, here's where one of the changes was made. So originally I was using the feathered T-Rex as Tarbosaurus, but then Tarbosaurus got added to the game, so, yeah, I replaced the feathered T-Rex with, the Tarbosaurus. We're now using the feathered T-Rex as Zushang Tyrannus, which lived alongside Sinoceratops and Syntausaurus. This is the Oho Alamo formation with, Parasaurolophus, Ohoceratops. We've got some Nasutoceratops in here. Or not Nasutoceratops, what am I saying? Pentaceratops, Bistachiosaurus right in here. And we've got the Kets. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is all the staff stuff. This is the Tendaguru formation. Where in here we've got some Kentrosaurus and Dacryosaurus. Let's see, we've got some Ostafricosaurus in here. We've got a couple Ceratosaurus. And then over here we've got some dinosaurs from Cretaceous Australia. We've got the Muttaburrasaurus. Ooh, I really love that skin. I think this was actually one of the skins from the first Jurassic World Evolution. I forgot exactly which one it was because it's been a while since I played that game. We've got Australovenator right in here. Ooh. I really love these colored ones. And then we've got some lagoons. So the idea is, I put these fountains here because it's supposed to, like, bridge the gap between, like, this, like, drinking area and the lagoon. And in this lagoon, we have the Kronosaurus, somewhere in here. Yeah, the Kronosaurus. Ooh, it's catching some fish. Man, I love that. Unlike on my old computer, like, everything is so smooth. And one issue that I had on my old computer is that the marine reptiles were just unable to catch fish. So I'm super glad that we do not have that problem anymore. Ooh, social animation? No. Okay. So yeah, so we're using Attenborosaurus's Eramangosaurus, which was a plesiosaur that lived alongside Kronosaurus. Let's see. So then here's where the big changes were made. So, obviously not much with the Kayenta formation. We've got Scelidosaurus, and we've got Kayenta Venators. The Dilophosaurus enclosure it's a little bit smaller. It's very minute detail that it's just like a tiny bit smaller. Oh, they're about to do social animation. Wow, that's super awesome. But right over here, so the reason that this is smaller is because I had to make the aviary bigger, because what used to house Sciarodactylus and Tapijara now houses the newest pterosaur to the game, the Thanatos Dracon. Because what I've decided to do is I've decided to split Cretaceous South America into early Cretaceous and late Cretaceous. So early Cretaceous includes Amargasaurus, Tapijara, Tropiognathus, Sciarodactylus, and Ludodactylus, which is the JP3 Pteranodon. As well as the 2022 Giganotosaurus variants, which we are using as Tyrannotitan. And as you can see right over here, what I also did was I replaced all of the Amargasauruses with some Antarctosaurus. So now we're using Antarctosaurus as, we're using the base game Dreadnoughtus as Antarctosaurus, and we're using the movie variant as, well, Dreadnoughtus. And they're in here with the Magnopolias. And then, of course, for the carnivores in the late Cretaceous, of course, there's Giganotosaurus, which is what we're using the base game model as. But then you've also got the Carnotaurus. So yeah, that's pretty much all the changes that have been made. Let's take a look at these Antarctosaurus one last time. I love these guys. That's actually a really nice pattern. Let's see. So there's 5 in here. And surprisingly, they have just enough room. Again, humble trait, everybody's best friend. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next park, which is our first real SANDBOX build series, and that is Jurassic Park Isla Sorna. Alright, so here we are in Jurassic Park Isla Sorna, aka the Future of Hammond Dreams Season 1. And so this is the historically accurate Jurassic Park. Oop, there's the parachute. And so right off the bat, you can actually see that there have been a couple of changes that have been made. So, right in here, this is the new Kayenta Venator enclosure. I had to take a little bit of space from the Glacialosaurus to make room for this new Kayenta Venator enclosure, because what ended up happening is, with the Scelidosaurus, I decided to add in the Segisaurus, which is the newest Jurassic dinosaur. So yeah, so In case you haven't caught on at this point, basically this park is just all species from the Jurassic era. So then let's see. I added a couple of remote viewing domes, especially right here. This is the Kralophosaurus enclosure. And then right over here is where the most changes have been made. I've made these changes pretty recently. So, yeah, here's what it looks like now. So, this all stayed the same with the Monolophosaurus in here. Along with the Mamenchisaurus and I think Chunkingosaurus? Yeah, Chunkingosaurus in here. This all stayed the same. This is where things get different, because originally there used to be 3 lagoons. You know what? So basically, ooh, I forgot, I added in a load of kelp in here. Even though it technically didn't evolve during the Cenozoic, but we don't need to talk about that. So this is the Liopleurodon enclosure, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this is the Liopleurodons. And then, yeah, so originally there used to be 3 lagoons, because that was before the Ichthyosaurus and Plesiosaurus could have interspecies bonus with each other. But now they can, which is really good. So because of that, we just combine them in one enclosure. Let's see, there used to be a little area over here where guests could see the Dimorphodons, but now there's just a remote viewing gallery. So yeah, so there's still quite a few Dimorphodons in here. And then right over here, there used to be a Sarcoleptes enclosure over here. It is now located over here, in between the Huangosaurus and Gigantspinosaurus enclosure. And to the other side, we have got the Jhalopterus, because these guys are also a Jurassic species. Right in here. So then, right over here, in between the lagoons, is the new enclosure for the Loricatosaurus and the Compsognathus. It's probably very hard to see the Compsognathus, but oh well. So yeah, that's pretty much all that changed over here. This nice, like, long, like, strip, with the amenities. And also there's this zip line going across. Oh, nope, did not want to do that. Ready? Whee! Going over the lagoons. Let's hope that nothing bad happens. So yeah, and then, yeah, pretty much nothing has changed over here. Other than, oh yeah, what I did here was I added in this small gate so that way, the Dryosaurus could go into both the Stego and Brachy enclosure. Oh, I also added a couple more Stegos. I had to get rid of a couple Stegos because there just wasn't enough space. But I made sure to note which ones they were, and those ones are going to be housed in our next Jurassic Park, which I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, so I added this small gate that came with the JP30 update, so that the Dryosaurus could cross over between this enclosure and this enclosure, which is for the Diplodocus, because the Diplodocus do not like other sauropods other than Ankylodocus. And then I also added a couple extra Kentrosaurus and Dicraeosaurus. Mostly so that way I could have the new, like, customizable skins. Because if you guys remember, before this, we only had one skin that was this model, and that was Pierce. So yeah, that's insane how much has changed. So yeah, so then we have the Cerrado enclosure. We have the Allosaurus enclosure right in here. Ooh, that's a very nice skin. What skin is that? Ooh. Love that. And then we've got another Australopithecus enclosure. Ooh, I do love this skin. This is a nice skin. Alright, so now we are going to move on to our third and pretty much final Jurassic Park, which is going to be Jurassic Park Yosemite. So while we're waiting for this park to load in, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this sort of like alternate like universe, I guess. Basically, the idea with this is that the events of the first movie never happened. And because of that, Jurassic Parks end up opening all over the world. So far we have Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar, Jurassic Park on Isla Sorna, Jurassic Park San Diego, Jurassic Park Yosemite, which is the park we are in right now, and Jurassic Park Pennsylvania, which is the park that we have just finished. So, right off the bat, you can see the changes over here. We'll go over check that out in just a minute. But yeah, right here, this is the entryway. You've got the visitor center. You got these nice hotel views of the Yosemite background. Right over here, we have viewing into the Nanosaurus enclosure, which you can get a very nice view of them. You know, one thing I really love about the Nanosaurus is that, like, the skins look good, but, like, they aren't too colorful, which is what I, like, really like. So then, right over here, we've got more, Prince Creek dinosaurs. We've got Edmontosaurus in here. Lots of Edmontosaurus. I know it's the wrong subspecies. We've got a nice waterfall with the Pachyrhinosaurus. Ooh, I love this one. Svalbard. Svalbard just looks so good. As well as the Alaskacephaly. This one kind of looks like the devil, I'll be honest. But these guys are pretty adorable. Right over here, we've got more Hansen Formation dinosaurs with the Cryolophosaurus, as well as the Glacialosaurus, which is what we saw last time in Jurassic Park Isla Sorna. Oh yeah, this is our first pit stop, by the way, where we just got, you know, some amenities, and hotels, and a couple ranger stations. This is like the big guest plaza, which overlooks both the Cloverleaf Formation, and you've got zip lines going to this area up here. Whee! So yeah, in here you can get a good view of the Sauroposeidons, some Tenontosaurus right over there, and there should also be some Sauropelta. So then there's a zip line that goes back to this guest area, and this was like the first like actual like guest plaza that I made, and I really love it because there's like this overlook that I created. Let's see, we've got the Acrocanthosaurus in here. And then right over here, you've got the Kyparowitz Formation. So we've got Parasaurolophus cristatus. You've got Nasutoceratops. And then the Utaceratops used to be in here, but instead we've got the Antarctopelta. And then, right over here, we've got some Imperabators. The way I had them originally, is I had an enclosure right here, and it didn't really look good, but then Microceratus got added, and, we stopped using Troodon as Talosampsoni. So because of that, we got those guys out of here. They'll show up in a future park, don't worry, I promise. And yeah, that made things a lot better. Right in here we have the Utah Raptor. I actually really like the Utah Raptor. Like, at first I thought we didn't really need Utah Raptor because we have so many big dromaeosaurs. But like, it's actually really awesome. I actually really love the Utah Raptor. We've got some Deinonychus over here. Yeah, we got quite a lot of them. Yeah, this was a huge map, so I did not really know like what to do with all this space, honestly. But yeah, right in here we've got a massive aviary for Zungaripterus. We've also got this nice little guest plaza with this little pattern. I think this is where I really started experimenting with path art a little bit. Yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from Evolution Square. Little area over here. And then this looks into the Werehosaurus, which is also the Taguli group. I can't really see them, because they're all the way back here. I was very psyched that they added in the Werehosaurus, because, you know, it's not easy to find, a stegosaur that's not from the Jurassic period. Because a lot of them pretty much got replaced by ankylosaurs and nodosaurs. Right in here we've got more Muttaburrasaurus. Oh, and I completely forgot that right in here is Kelmaisaurus. What is up with these guys? What are you guys doing? And then right in here, we sort of redesigned the Australovenator enclosure. Finally a dinosaur that doesn't have enough space. Or, like, that is bordering not enough space. But yeah, no, this map was, like, so massive that I was honestly kind of intimidated with all the space that we have. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all of the Jurassic Parks. So pretty much the plan for the channel is we're gonna keep up with these Jurassic Parks, and we're actually in a couple weeks gonna move on to the Future of Hammond's Dream Season 4, which again, I don't want to spoil what it's gonna be. But yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the Jurassic World type parks. So basically I have created this alternative reality where basically Dominion never happens. I'm gonna make a video once I finish up the DFW series explaining a little bit more about the alternative universe that I've created. But yeah, so for now what we're gonna do is we're going to head to the DFW Paleo Zoo, as I like to call it, in Pennsylvania. It's really a sanctuary, but you know, we kind of need some revenue, so yeah, we're gonna like charge admissions. It's a sanctuary, but you know, guests can come visit and learn about dinosaurs. And that's also where we, like, you know, spread awareness about dinosaurs. But yeah, no, this is mostly for, like, capturing the dinosaurs that were let out after Lockwood incidents. But yeah, so, we do occasionally take in a couple of, like, dinosaur breeding situations, at least on US grounds, because you gotta remember that the DFW is a US government organization. You gotta remember that. So yeah, so here we are. So this is very styled off of Jurassic World. And right off the bat, you can see a couple changes. The This is the Archaeoceratops enclosure. I might have said Microceratus earlier, but no, this is the Archaeoceratops enclosure. This one. 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 And I think, okay, this one and this one were all rescued. And it might have been this one too. So yeah, quite a lot of them have been rescued. Though, a lot of them have also been captured. In fact, what ended up happening was we originally captured a couple of Archaeoceratops, and the Dinosaur Protection Group rescued some Archaeoceratops, and they asked us if we could rehome them. So yeah, that's what we did, is we took them in. Also expanded this Cretaceous England enclosure. We've got Mantellosaurus over here. Ooh, social. Aw, that's cute. Let's see, we've got Polacanthus in here too. Right in here we have Colubrincus. These guys too were rescued from illegal cloning situations. They were actually rescued from DPW operatives. Right in here we've got some Baryonyx. Let's see. Right in here we've got Sinoceratops and Syntausaurus. And then this is where we've got some Zhushang Tyrannus. So then right over here, this is the new Eotyrannus enclosure. It's all the way on the other side of the park. But yeah. Right in here we've got the Sinornithoides. So right in between the Cryolophosaurus enclosure and the Zungaripterus enclosure. Actually, hang on. That is a really nice skin. I love that skin, actually. So now, what we're basically gonna do is, we're gonna do a little bit of reclassifying. So, we're gonna reclassify the Majungasaurus as Rajasaurus. And we're gonna reclassify the Apatosaurus as Jainosaurus, which was a sauropod from India, from the Indian subcontinent. So yeah, right across the way, we've got Zungaripterus aviary. We've got Werasaurus in here. We've got more Kalmaisaurus. We've got Jailopterus over here. Completely forgot. And then here are the Jurassic China dinosaurs. So we've got Monolophosaurus. A lot of Monolophosaurus, actually. Oh, that's a pretty nice skin. Yeah, we got a bunch of Monolophosaurus in here. We've got the same thing, Byangosaurus and Gigantospinosaurus in here. And, no, that's the Byangosaurus. And we've got Chunkingosaurus and Mamenchisaurus here. And these Mamenchisaurus were actually trafficked from Isla Sorna, and so they were brought here. So yeah, so now we're going to move on to our last park of the episode, which is going to be Biosyn Valley. Alright guys, so here we are at Biosyn Sanctuary, and this is by far the park that has had the most amount of changes. So if you guys remember, I wanted this park to be, I wanted it to be original. I didn't want it to be like any ordinary park. So because that, what I originally started is I started to split the valley based on fossil formations, and I wanted to do so with natural barriers, so using like rivers and stuff. And originally I did use a lot of rivers. In fact, this area is almost entirely the same. But then I went on to add in some other natural barriers via these mountains, as well as this little canyon. Or not even like a canyon, sort of like a crater. So yeah, so basically there used to be 2 guest sections. So there used to be one here, and there used to be one over here. But instead what I've done is I've turned those into sort of like staff sections and like ranger like outposts, sort of. So we've got one right here, and then we've got a smaller one right over here on the other side. And then the guest area I've decided to put in this island in the middle of this massive lake. This is where the aviaries are, with the Ludodactylus and the Quetzalcoatlus. So then, yeah, there's also like some hotels and like amenities, something small, basically. So then, yeah, so, right over here, we've got the, I want to say this is the, like, Dinosaur Valley, sort of. It's, like, basically, it's based off the river in Texas, where there were Poseidon and Acrocanthosaurus footprints discovered. So then, let's see. This area is almost completely the same. We've got, the Morrison Formation. So, we've got, the Diplodocus. We've got some Stegosaurus in here. And there should also be a couple of Dryosaurus. And, of course, the main carnivore in this section is Allosaurus. We've got 4 Allosaurus. We've got 3 with the original skin, and we've got 1 with the movie skin. This middle island is the Permian, so we've got Dimetrodon right here. And then we've also got the Lycosaurus right over here. Across the way, we have the Kayenta Formation with Kayenta Venator and Scelidosaurus. And then we have Dilophosaurus right over here. So then, a couple species that I did decide to add are from Antarctica during the Cretaceous. We've got the Antarctopelta on one side. Ooh, you can see the Sauroposeidons across the river too. And then you've also got the Imperabators. So we've got the entire squad. We've got Panthera. We've got Tiger. We've got Ghost. And we've got Red. So then, what I decided to do is this island right here is for the Ojo Alamo Formation. So we've got Ojoceratops right over here. We've got Parasaurolophus certicrustatus. And we've also got 2 Alamosaurus. We were only able to fit 2 because, yeah, not enough room to add more. And then the main carnivore over here is Brachiosaurus. So yeah, like I said, this is the, like, guest section. This is the Nemegt Formation. So we've got, some Gallimimus. We've got Homalocephali. And we have got the giant duck. So then, let's see, right in here we've got, I think a Kilobator. Let me check. Yeah, we've got some Kilobators in here. This is the female, or this is one of the females. And then, let's see, this is one of the males. So these guys came from East Lhotse. Let's see. Right over here, we've got the Tarbosaurus. And these guys were actually captured from the mainland. They were one of the few dinosaur species that actually traveled to the eastern coast of the United States. And these guys, among many other dinosaurs, were captured by Biosyn and brought here. And then right in here, we've got the Mononychus. We've got the Oviraptor. And we have got the Therizinosaurus. So then, anyways, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head into this little, like, divot, sort of. So this area over here, basically what I did was I sunk it down. So that way this would be like, sort of like a caldera almost, or like a basin. Yeah, that's the word I want to use. Here we've got Pachyrhinosaurus. We've got Edmontosaurus. And then we've also got Alaskacephaly. And these guys were also captured from the eastern coast of the United States. Along with the Pachyrhinosaurus, because I completely forgot that Pachyrhinosaurus also showed up in Chaos Theory specifically. Ooh, it's lining up for a social animation. And then, of course, we have the Nanuqsaurus. Ooh, it's getting darker. Alright, so then, yeah, let's go over here next. So, this is the Dinosaur Park formation, and, it's separated from the rest via this, like, little mountain range, but there's also, like, some rivers going through it. So, on this side, we have Latenia venatrix. And then on the other side, we have 4 species. We have Hesperonychus. In fact, I might add in a little bit more sand. We have Hesperonychus over here. Kind of hard to see. We have the Corythosaurus. Now, the funny thing about these Corythosaurus is these all came from East Lhotse, along with the Kilobators, the Ludodactylus, a couple of the Stegosaurs, as well as the Sauroposeidons. What else? We've got Styracosaurus. And we have got some Euoplocephalus. Ooh, that's a nice looking skin. Let's see, we have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. And yep, there's a lot of Corythosaurus in here. I think there's 16 if I remember correctly. And then sort of the last area of Biosyn Valley is Cretaceous South America. Now, I sort of mixed early and late Cretaceous. Here we've got the Dreadnoughtus as one of the herbivores. We've got Magnapolia. And then we've also got the Tyranotitan. So yeah, here's one last, like, overview. You've got, like, one section over here. You've got the island. You've got the sort of like river delta. Let's see. So islands, we have Ojo Alamo, we have Kayenta, we have Permian, we have Morrison, we have Antarctica, like Cretaceous Antarctica, and we have Cloverly / Dinosaur Valley. Right over here we have the Namek Formation. This is like sort of like the shoreline, I guess, if you were to call it that. Obviously we have the guest section right over here. We've got Dinosaur Park, we have Prince Creek, and then we have Cretaceous South America. So yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap up all of the park tours. So, one thing that I quickly want to address before we end today's video is, first of all, unfortunately, as the summer is coming to a close, my period of uploading every single week is gonna be coming to an end very soon because, yeah, I'm pretty much going to be fairly busy for the remainder of the summer. I will upload as much as I can, but unfortunately, I cannot promise that it will be every single week. So, yeah, with that being said, it has been an amazing 3 years on the platform, and I look forward to another amazing year of making content for you guys. So yeah, with that being said, that is gonna wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.